welcome to today's episode of Between the Dots. I'm Moira Edwards, this is Rhoni Rakos, and we are sitting in a conference room at the Digital First Conference 2026, where Rhoni just gave the most amazing presentation. Really, it was. Like, I'm sitting there and I work with you, and everything you said was just so incisive and piercing. So tell people what you did with member value.
I don't think I can live up to this. Well, the premise was that we should be treating member value as a product. And so we talked about what the core, what it means to be, what value really means, the core of it, and then how you find it and how you treat it as a product.
Right. And there were some really good elements about how value is not features and stuff, but it's more than that. What is it?
Right. So we often think about benefits, right? Mm-hmm. The things we offer and the tools that we provide members, but we don't often think enough about the value that people have beneath that. So for example, the value of a certification could be something like job opportunity, but it could be more like recognition. It could be a value sharing, like I care about this thing so much I got certified. And so understanding, and it could not have value in the industry. And so understanding that really helps you define what are the features that support your value proposition.
Right, you talked about the change that will be affected or the problem that will be solved by membership, which is really, really good.
Right, that value comes from that intangible. It's not the stuff you can list or sell or hold, that concrete stuff. Those are features. It's really that intangible identity or the future state that can be achieved because of the existence of the association or the problem solved, as you said.
Right, and then you started linking member value to being a product. So you brought in all these product management elements to how you make sure you keep delivering value. And I just want to give one quote, because I this one is in my brain. I didn't even write it down. Rhoni said, a product has a roadmap. Most associations have calendars. And that's like, oh my gosh, a roadmap is how you are going to continue making it better as a product, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So once you establish that value is your product, then you have to treat it like a product and nurture it. It doesn't just, evolve on its own naturally necessarily. And you can apply product management best practices to that nurturing process and making sure that that value is constantly evolving along with your membership. And so having a roadmap, having ownership, really clearly defined ownership, pruning down what isn't supporting the value, and making sure you have like a life cycle for it.
Right, and you talked about qualitative and quantitative research. So what kind of ways would you use that for member value?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, that goes back to how you define your member value and how you articulate it. And so doing that member research, you really don't want to be relying on internal knowledge alone, because that is sort of focusing on the super users of your association, the most vocal, the most engaged. So when you look more broadly, how is everyone feeling that they're realizing value? And the only way to look at that is with research.
Right, and then if you have a roadmap, then you're thinking about how to improve that, and then you can measure using your research whether it's getting better.
Exactly.
It was mind-blowing.
Well, thank you so much. We'll have to do a blog.
We have to do a blog. Actually, we have to do a webinar. Do you want a webinar in this?
Do you want a webinar? Let me know.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you all.